Okay, no, nothing about farming practices have changed for 7,000 years. We plow, we plant, we harvest. We plow, we plant, we harvest. The only difference is we're not getting the nutrients put back in the soil because we've dammed up the rivers, no more floods. We're using electricity, no more wood. And that was all a myth.
So the flood thing is really key.
Oh, that's big key, big key. And when you look at the great cultures on Earth, they came up with pyramids and machinery and boats and things. Let's see, the Nile River, the Amazon River, the Rhine River. Okay, you're looking at the Mississippi River. All the big rivers in the world, all these great cultures developed around them because every time the flood would come, they would deposit more minerals in the soil. They grow their food there.
Wow.
Prior to electricity, we use wood for fuel. We put the wood ashes, which are really minerals that the tree had sucked up out of the ground, into the garden, and the plants, the pumpkins and tomatoes and beans and peas and squash and potatoes and onions and corn would suck up these minerals. You ate the food, and unknowingly you got your minerals in that way. Well, when we went to electricity, nobody knew they were getting minerals by eating food fertilized with wood ashes, and so nobody replaced those sources of minerals with minerals when you got electricity. And this was the downward spiral. This is when we had the Great Depression, we had the Dust Bowl. People liked electricity, and there were factories and jobs, and things were booming. But there was an unintended consequence, Dustin, when they made the hydroelectric plants. Flood control. Everybody thought that was the greatest thing on earth, flood control. But
that's another factor, right? There's
another factor.
3 or 4 factors that affect the minerals, right?
Yeah, because what would happen every spring in the most expensive and the most fertile farmland, floodplains? Every spring would flood. Floodwaters recede, leave mud and silt, which are the minerals from mountains, hundreds or maybe even thousands of miles upstream. Did the farmer push the silt off to the side before he planted? No, he plowed it in, renewed the soil every year.
That's what the longest lived cultures do. That's why they're so successful in
because they're all
healthcare, right?
Exactly right. Because they're all third world cultures, they still use wood for fuel.
Wow. So, but the problem is though, even if they're using the wood ashes, there's still not a guarantee that they're getting the minerals because the minerals are not in a uniform blanket, right?
Very good. Exactly. The minerals appear in the soil like veins of chocolate and chocolate ice cream. As you point out, these top 20 longevity cultures, the reason why they're the top 20 longevity cultures, they, by dumb luck, live in places that have 40, 50, 60 minerals in their soil. Other people who are putting wood ashes in their gardens may only have 3 minerals. They all die in their 20s and 30s.
So the Americans might have been getting, or us might be getting something, but then we stopped using wood ashes and now we get nothing.
Now we get nothing.